Ben from Cooper Temple Claws. Welcome to Contact Music.
Hello, it's good to be here.
Yeah, well, at V Festival.
Yes.
Yes.
We are at V Festival.
We are indeed. How are you doing anyway?
Very good. We just arrived from Oxford. We're about to go and see the mighty Ocean Size. And so I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe 7.
Wait until after Ocean Size and you'll be buzzing on a 10.
Exactly. That's the plan.
Actually, we're going to join you. We're going to come and see Ocean Size
Okay,
too.
good.
Well, we might
I recommend everyone to go and see Ocean Size.
They're an awesome band, aren't they?
Yeah, they're about the only band I want to see today.
Really?
Yeah, it's a bit sad.
That's a bit unfortunate. But then you've got Radiohead and Beck tomorrow, but you're going to miss them because
Exactly.
you're going down to Chelmsford.
Exactly, so...
It's just the luck of the draw.
It is the luck of the draw.
But at least you've got Ocean Size, so we're not going to...
There's Ocean Size and there's Cooper Temple Claws, and that's all you need, I guess, just to warm people up for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a lot of rain today, which isn't great.
Are you playing indoors or outdoors?
We are playing indoors under a tent. A bit... It's blue, not like this one, but it's... it'll do.
It'll work out okay.
It'll be fine.
And also the rain will help, obviously. Hopefully everyone will come in. It's like
and hopefully everyone will be really pissed.
Yeah. But
So
by
it should
10
be
o'clock,
great.
I would goddamn hope so.
Yeah, well, you know. They say that the Staffordshire site, people can really handle their drinks, so maybe they'll just be slightly merry, not quite pissed yet.
What's your drink of choice?
At the moment, it's a Persian pomegranate with a vodka.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we've developed a new drink for this festival.
Okay, what's it called?
Well, it's called Super Cider.
Okay.
It's just cider and Red Bull with a shot of vodka.
Really? That's gonna cause some serious damage.
Well, I don't know, I can still I can still speak.
Oh, there we go.
Of sorts.
In America, we made a drink up called the Top Cat.
Yes.
That was simply tequila and Coke.
Quite strong.
Yeah, to be honest, it tasted really shit, but we pursued this notion of the Top Cat so that it was our intention to get this drink spreading like a wildfire across America. We didn't really succeed, but we had a lot of tequila and Coke.
And it worked.
Yeah, it did the job.
So when did you go over to America?
Well, this was a couple of years ago when we toured with The Cure. So, yeah, we're just drinking a lot of tequila.
Still drink it now?
Occasionally, but like I said, I've moved on to the Persian pomegranate and vodka.
Only when you're feeling fruity. Anyway, you want a bit of a change.
Yeah, exactly.
So, where have you been? You've been...
We've been everywhere. Since our last album was released, we went over to America. Like I said earlier, we did a big Curiosa tour. Then we came back and we demoed some tracks for this album that's coming out in January. And then we went and worked with another producer in West England, in Bath, and then we got it mixed by various different people, and then we were going to release it, but then we just wanted to put some more tracks on, and it's just taken a while really. We really want to try and progress on this album. It's very important for us not to kind of make an album that people would say, oh, that's the Cooper Temple Claws. It was kind of all our I guess people who've really inspired us and people we have a lot of respect for and admiration for and love for in terms of musicians are bands who've really not been afraid to kind of carry on and really test themselves from album to album. I mean, like certainly Blur, the last two albums they did with Graham Coxon, where they were like the biggest sort of band in Britain, the biggest pop band, and then suddenly they just decided to go really fucked up guitars. And Radiohead are a massive example. You can go back to David Bowie, even the Beatles, just bands who really tried to, you know, push themselves on, and that's something we wanted to do. So on this album we spent a long time on songwriting and trying to break the songs down just to an acoustic guitar and just a vocal and build up the songs organically like that. Whereas in the past we tended to build our songs around jamming all together in a room and having this big sonic sound and then putting melodies and lyrics on top of that. So there's a whole different way of writing this album, and it took a long time, but it's finished. It's got a title, it's called Make This Your Own, and it's coming out in January.
But yeah, I think we've actually finished the interview. Cheers for your time, Ben. No, but as I was going to say, basically, I think that Cooper Temple Claws are like a real live band. You want to really sort of like hear you in your full kind of glory, got to go and see you live.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's I think the best bands, for me personally, my favourite bands are bands when you can be a fan of the record, but then when you go to see them live, it's just something even more special. I think it's obviously the whole audio and visual side of it, and being in a whole surrounded by people you don't know, but people who like this band that you're seeing, and this whole kind of community, and that's something that we've always tried to have at our gigs. It's just so much more than just about the band. It's always about people who come to see us and pay money, and if they're really up for it, then it lifts our show by 30%. We just seem to get inspired by them, and yeah, I think we love playing live, and I guess we've played a lot of live shows, and I guess that's, I guess we are primarily a live band, and so it's been quite frustrating for us the last couple of years whilst we've been writing this record not to go out and play as much as we would have liked to have done. So.
Well, I think you're quite spontaneous as well. It sounds really spontaneous when you see you guys live. Yeah,
it is. We often don't really know what we're doing, or we're often a bit kind of, as the phrase goes in the industry, wigging it. So.
But that's all good. It is.
I mean, I think it's so important when you go and see a band live that they are kind of putting their heart and soul into it, and they are expressing themselves, and they're not just standing still and just playing, these chords and not trying to give a different experience of the music. That's what's on record, and that's something that we really try and do. I guess it's just because we all grew up in Reading, and we all went to Reading Festival religiously since about '92, and just saw so many amazing bands come to our hometown, and just so many different styles of music that really kind of seeped into us from an early age, how important and how amazing live music can be.
So, as you were saying, you used to, when you were writing albums to start with, you used to jam quite a lot. But now, so like, you've got more of a formula going on?
No, we still jam, definitely, but it was just this album, when we worked with our producer, Chris Hughes, it was just kind of, we had these kind of rough demos or rough bits of songs, and we just strip it down in a room and just try and work out sort of the lyrics and the chords just down to it, and then just acoustic guitar and vocals, and often end up, scrapping loads and loads of weeks and sometimes months of work, just starting again, just to try and get to the point of making the song more focused. And it was really, really hard for us because it was just a whole different way of working, a different side of the brain. But we're really pleased with what we produced, and it's definitely put us in a stronger position to start when we've already started writing songs for the album after this one. So
it's all part of it, really.
It is.
But now you've done it once, do you think this is kind of more of a thing that it works better in this fashion, or do you think it kind of...
I just think it's each album has to be different, well, for us anyway, and each album's always got its own different story. The first album for a band is always when they're growing up and they spent years, and they've grown up and they've had these jobs they don't want to do, and they want to express themselves, and they have time. And then the second album's more reflective, and the next album I'm sure will be completely different. I think the next album we really want to do it really quickly. We want to record it really live and then just go out on the road again. I think this one was, although we loved it and we had to go through all these barriers that we went through, it just took a long time, and it has been 2.5, 3 years, and it's a long time. We saw Muse at a festival in Germany, Hurricane Festival, and we hadn't seen them for about 2 years, and we were both talking about our new albums, and they were saying, oh, it's taken us ages, it's taken us 8 months, it's taken us fucking too long, it's unbelievable. And we said, yeah, well, we've been doing ours for 2.5 years, and they just started laughing, and so
it doesn't really compare, does
exactly.
it? Really?
What are they talking about?
But it's all good.
It is good, it's going well, we're very happy.